And welcome.
You are a fucking child.
Oh, my internet's already crapping out.
Which is funny because my Wi-Fi works better than your plug-in.
No, it's Wi-Fi now. Everything's just set up to one. Let me make sure my phone's off. Am I like going in and out?
You're pixelated.
Mother truck, stop. I can't. It's unbelievable. Why are you doing this to me now? I just, whatever. Can you hear me at least?
Yeah.
Well, good. You could just see me pixelate. It's got 1 bar. 1 out of 3 bars. Why? I have no idea. You know what? You take the show for a minute and I'm coming. I'll be right back.
I never know what to say. Hey guys. I can't click anything because he won't make me a co-host on here.
The part where I said you take the show, we're live. You know that, right? You understand the fact that we are live.
Mm-hmm. I'm perfectly aware
Mama
of how
J. Hi, Mama J. Mama J's in here. She says hi. And yeah. And she's just staring at you because you just. Is that how do you have 90,000 people following you on your other stuff and you just can't even? What the fuck?
Well, my other podcast is audio only. It's not live and it's not video.
This is ridiculous. I'm gonna have to restart this. I'm gonna have to restart my computer. At least play Roblox while I'm doing this. Do something entertaining. Oh, good. Spike's finally here. I mean, this is.
Me and him will chat. We'll take over while you restart.
He's just flailing his arms right now. I wish you guys could see what we see. He's just flailing around. I'm not putting him up just yet because he's just.
Do it.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
I can't hear a word you guys are saying. I was like, don't let me in yet. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm missing one cord that connects this to my sound. So can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good? Perfect. Well, I hope that I sound good. Good.
Can you? That makes no.
Shut up.
What continue?
How do we continue without you being able to hear us?
And be able to see Davey.
I'm so sorry. Let me switch this up.
This is a hodgepodge of mess today.
It's like that every episode. Every week.
You can't see me. He can't hear us. You're dumb. So I don't. Hello?
I can hear you. Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it kind of sounds like it's. Did you change your? You have to change your audio settings. So go to settings at the bottom.
I did.
And then
I did that. I changed the audio settings. Is it still like off?
It doesn't sound like it's coming through your bike.
It sounds like it's coming through your computer.
Now we can't hear you.
Now I can't hear a word. Told you, this is mind bending. This is mind bending.
What?
Oh.
Is that good?
Kind of hear something.
Let's check this. Check this stuff out.
Am I the only one that's prepared?
Oh my god! Oh, Davey wasn't prepared. That makes you feel good. That makes you feel good.
Can't even.
I
have to restart my computer.
Crystal clear. You can hear.
Yeah.
You men.
It is. It's because we have the penis. That's what it is. Okay. Okay. This going into this. This is so bad. This.
I hate the setups.
You know, it's supposed to be set up, and Davey was already. Oh, he had to restart his computer.
Yeah, his Wi-Fi was going in and out.
Okay, I just need one cord. It's the one cord. If I have my one cord that connects to this, then everything's gonna be fine. Thank you so much, sweetheart. The snack plate is brought to you by Discover Eats.
Ooh.
It looks beautiful. I'm trying to find that. It's just a gray cord that goes with this. It goes right in there. It's a I'm on this girl's podcast and I'm messing it up. I hope we're not live. Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, hey, man. You know what? Fuck it.
Don't
I'll
even
do it
worry
live.
about it. Like, this podcast is a shit show every single week.
Oh, well, then we right on time.
Yeah, this is right on par.
Okay, well, listen, I want to get set up so I can like hang out and shit. So, yeah, it's this. It's one of these, huh? No, this. I'll take this one. This one more. Oh. It's the this curly one right there. Yeah. I don't know what it's called. It's so crazy. I just had it yesterday, and it's gone.
That's why I never unplug my shit.
Well, so I have a studio that I'm like 99.9% done, and it's really more just like the aesthetics. Oh, this is what I was looking for right here. Okay, I'll take this one. It's 99.9% done, but let me try this. Okay, this one goes.
Mine just needs decorating.
Yeah.
I have like mine. I homeschool my kid in here, so I gotta move all this stuff to the other side and move all of that over here.
Now am I moving?
Kill that.
No, you're not moving in general. Am I moving?
That sounds like an issue.
You are. You're fine, Davey.
It's got 2 bars.
Okay.
I can see it.
Okay.
See what I mean? I heard that. It sounds like the sound's coming from your headphones.
He's plugging something into it.
He
muted himself.
Because you were complaining about the noise.
No, you muted yourself. You're muted. I swear to God, it's like teaching an old man how to do something. Yeah. We're all unplugged, I guess.
Do you like my hair? You didn't comment on it.
It's because I'm a dude. I don't comment on women's hair.
Are you sure about that? You're muted.
Yeah.
You have to unmute yourself.
Unmute.
Muted.
Swear to God.
You're muted. Can't you unmute him?
No, it won't let me unmute.
Why does he still keep talking to us knowing we can't hear? Dude, just don't make fast movements and your Wi-Fi will be good.
This is so I feel so bad for a show.
Dude, okay, you're muted. You're muted.
What?
You're muted.
Oh, I'm muted. Unmute me. Oh.
Okay.
There you
Still
go.
can't hear me though, can you?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, you can?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
But it's not coming through here, is it?
Now it's coming out.
Now
yes, it is.
Oh, it is?
Yep.
It
Oh,
is.
well, then hold on. Let me do this. Check. Hold on. Okay, so this should go here, like that. And then, so what I'm going to do then is this. Let's go here. And then, we're almost there, Davey. You just wait. Oh, I see. Hold on.
You know we're live, right?
Does that do anything? Mm-hmm. Nothing. Try this one. Nothing.
Dude, why don't you just play some
that
sounds?
should work. If that's working, then that should be working.
Should we play some music?
Oh, team, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, let's do this. Oh, wait, say something.
Something.
Can you hear? Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
that's the mic. So bad. Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Can you hear us?
Mhm.
Yes. Can you hear us?
Now I can hear myself, but I can't hear you guys. Oh,
Go to settings.
so bad. I can't hear anything. So this is so crazy. I don't know what to do, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Is insane. Boom. Let's do that. And then
Anyway,
this is so bad. This is so bad.
how do you not have it so that way you just plug it in?
This is gonna go.
Thank you.
I should be working. Like this should be working. I don't know what to, I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. Like, this should be working. I'm connected correctly.
Text him to go to the settings on StreamYard.
You know what? One second. One second.
I'm speechless. I mean, if you make it, if you're still here, God bless you, because this has just been a disaster.
It's always a disaster.
Not really, not this bad.
Yeah, that's because I'm usually helping our guest out because she's in the building with me.
This is true. It's real easy. I mean, you know, it's easy. It's easy to sit there like Cleopatra while everybody else does things for you. Us men have to do it for ourselves sometimes when it comes
You sound
to
pretty jealous.
when it comes to electronical stuff. When it comes to other
No,
stuff,
I set all my shit up.
Person is at Hype Studio. Yes. Motion is at Hype Studio.
You out.
I hope this goes on for the entire hour. Just the hour of just him trying to plug it in. This is fascinating. Oh.
Okay, so now we're connected. Yeah.
Whoops.
Mike's and girls.
Yeah, this is for you, Daisy.
While we get copyrighted. Thanks, Mama J. Look at her. She's producing our show from the background.
You can't hear anything.
This
Oh,
is
you
the
can't-
greatest show. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's schedule.
Fill the awkward silence. Come on, you're good at
I'm
that.
trying. I'm trying. It's not. This is just a multitude.
God.
I love Rammstein.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna try this. I'll be back.
We'll put that on when he comes back because we know it's not going to be. Anyway, 15 minutes of trying to get that to work. How's your week, Kel?
Oh God, I was watching Lost.
Why?
The whole Horcrux thing had me all fucked up.
What Horcrux thing?
I talked about it last week. How Mitch didn't tell me Harry Potter was a Horcrux.
Oh, you're still on.
I'm still on that.
I
yes.
shouldn't be surprised. You ladies.
Well, so I was like, all right, I'll watch Lost because Mitch never watched it. I remember when he was deployed, my roommate watched it and really liked it. Confused the entire fucking series until like the second to last episode, and then everything started making sense.
Wait, you watched the whole series
in a week? Yeah. It's the beauty of working at home.
Yeah, but even if I had a week off, I don't think I could watch an entire series in a week. I'm supposed to watch Vanderpump Rules, at least the first season, by Sunday, and I've gotten to episode 6. She's gonna kill me. And I'm on episode 6 of season 1, and we talked about watching it a month ago.
So Vampire Diaries is like 8 seasons, about 24 episodes a season. I can watch it in 2 weeks.
I can't. I don't know why. I can't. I can't just sit there and just watch something. I mean, Vanderpump Rules is fucking amazing. I'm sorry.
I never even heard of it.
Oh my God.
What's it about?
It is this lady, Lisa Vanderpump, owns a restaurant in Hollywood, and it's all about the servers. Excuse you.
What streaming service?
Peacock.
Oh, okay.
Mama J says you have to watch it.
Yeah.
And it's about these servers who, I mean, I'm on episode 6 and already there's been like 2 couples that have been together and not together. And it's insane. It's the Jersey Shore kind of music. So
is it a reality TV show?
Yeah.
I don't do reality TV. There's 10 seasons.
Yeah. I started at season 10 and I got yelled at and said, no, you have to watch from season 1. And
I'll think about it. I don't like reality TV. It's so fake.
It's still fun. It's garbage TV. It's fun to watch.
I got TikTok for that shit.
Yeah, I understand that, but you can also watch TV.
Oh God.
What?
Have you seen the fucking the videos about that Carly Russell chick?
Oh my God. She is just I just had the Daily Mail up, and where is it? She got fired from her job. Carly Russell.
Yeah, because she stole from the job.
Yeah, I'll present
As soon as the story broke, I'm like, this is bullshit. It's not even true.
Carly Russell is fired from her job at Alabama Spa after cops said she stole dark bathrobe and toilet paper before going missing for 49 hours as staff are pissed off over the questionable kidnapping claim. Carly Russell, 25, vanished on July 13th after calling 911 to report a toddler alone. Russell then turned up 49 hours later in what her parents claim was a bad state. She was fired from her job in Birmingham Spa as questions mount over her claims. So, yeah.
The whole, it didn't make sense from the start. And then they released the highway cam footage, which made it make even less sense. And it's like, you're busted. Like, you got caught. Why are you continuing your lie? Like, her parents went on the fucking Today Show. Oh, she was fighting for her life and yada, yada, yada. Like, no. She, just stop. Like, y'all got caught. Just go sit in a corner somewhere.
But that's the problem. And you know what? And of course, where I go to hear about this stuff is TikTok Lives. And people are just insane. People are insane. They're literally, there was a GoFundMe set up for her with like $60,000, and they're just like, oh, she should get that money. You know, we don't know if she's lying or not. We have no idea.
Well, it was funny watching because people were like, oh, you know, this isn't getting national news because she's black. Except it was. Stop playing with us. You're giving me a headache. And then when she came and walked back in the front door, everyone started questioning things. And you were racist if you questioned it. And it's like, okay, do you remember being young? And
no.
Okay, some people do. But it was like that thing where you would stay out past curfew and your parents were so fucking worried, but as soon as you were home, they were angry because they knew you were okay. So we knew she was okay. So now we're asking the questions. And then the family's like, please respect our privacy. No, you were bitching that it wasn't getting national news and national attention, but now you want privacy because it's showing that the bitch lied and faked the entire thing.
Yeah, exactly. And that's how it always happens, though. That's how it always happens. And it's like it's so funny because you get one extreme to the other, and then you go from the people who are just like, you know, this person, you know, we don't know if this person really is guilty of this. We don't know if she's lying or and if it's somebody else, the new balloon boy, exactly.
What's a balloon boy? Remind me.
The kid who the father said went up in a balloon.
I don't remember that.
BALLO.
Well, and that's the thing is like with Sharon Papini, they were, this is lying. She needs to go to jail. She's in prison right now for 18 months. But Jussie Smollett, and if she gets charged, it's only going to be because they're targeting black people.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It's like, can we keep race out of it? I mean,
no. We can't keep never. You can't keep race. You can't keep sexuality. No, but I mean, you can't keep race. You can't keep sexuality. You can't keep gender pronouns out of anything anymore. It can't be because a person is just a shitty person and decided to do something stupid. It has to be, well, she's a black woman. You gotta let her. You know she.
Oh, and also she didn't lie because she never said she was missing.
Yeah. So this, let's see, present share. Oh boy.
Oh, okay.
6-year-old son feared to have floated away in a balloon.
That's right.
2009. The boy was found safe at home. Yeah. Resembling a UFO as it soared to northern Colorado.
That's right when I was escaping. So all of that was kind of a blur.
Well, I mean, you were escaping. You were, I mean, closet girl then, I guess.
I was not kept in. Well, sometimes I was kept in a closet. Most of the time, I was just locked in my room.
Do you just like not like no more locked doors? No more locked doors.
Actually, yeah, I can't lock. Like, it's weird. I need the interior doors to be open. Like, I'm really anxious right now because my office door is closed to keep Nymeria out. But exterior doors have to be locked and with the alarms on. But the interior doors all have to be open except the bathroom.
Huh.
But I can't shut the bathroom door when I go. Like, I have to keep it open. But no one's in there, so no one comes in my room except the damn dog.
The bathroom door has to be open?
I can't be behind closed doors. Like, I legit in a public bathroom will wait until nobody's in there so I don't have to shut the stall door.
You pee on the floor a lot, don't you?
I do not. Not
pee
even
like,
close.
You do like a
I
scared.
sit on the fucking toilet. I just leave the bathroom door open.
Like the stall door or like the entire bathroom door?
No, like in public restrooms.
Like, do you have
the
like
stall
like a
door.
runway? Like if you have that fight or flight moment, is like all the doors open so you could just run straight out?
Yeah, pretty much. It's a mixture of that and I mean, for probably the last 6 months, I was always locked in my room. They had like one of those like key and I.
Robots?
No, like the where you have the little hook you put in the thing on the outside of my door, so I couldn't even get out of my room. I couldn't even use the bathroom. I had a bucket in my closet to use that they'd come in and empty out.
You had a little key hook. You
Mhm.
couldn't open the door.
It was on the outside of the door.
You couldn't just regular. The door's not. The doors are made of like nothing.
I also had an alarm. But you gotta understand, I mean, I was getting beat every day, so it's not like I was exactly in the right state of mind.
Wow.
But I don't like doors shut. Bad things happen behind closed doors. Like this podcast.
He's still not back. He can easily just go on his phone and go from his phone, but I think he's gone. He's gone. He's not coming back. He's not. He's like, I can't do this. That's like, I mean, my mom used to lock me in the bathroom too, like, and she would put a piece of paper on the bathroom between the bathroom when she closed it, and said if that the paper was like hit the floor, that I was gonna get my ass kicked. So.
Well, you want to see something fucked up? So,
No, but okay.
so one of the places that I was trafficked was at the mall, and you know, like they have the hallways behind the stores, or you don't. A lot of people don't know they're there, but like you can go behind all of the stores, and that's usually how
Like
they do.
Disney?
No, at a mall. Did you see Stranger Things?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, in season 3, when Robin picks up the delivery and there's the hallway and
Yeah.
okay. So in those hallways,
So malls have like the Disney backgrounds. Like Disney has these little magic hallways you can,
Disney's are underground, but yeah. So they have
Okay.
hallways behind the stores, and they would bring me back there and they have offices back there. Well, they're tearing down the mall, and I found a picture of one of the offices. Like you can see it in the corner, the door right there.
Uh-huh.
This is where one of the places I was trafficked when I was like 10, 11. Fucked up, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. You said you want to see something horrible. Yeah. You didn't say you want to see something that's gonna make you cry. That's
I'm
fucked
not
up.
crying.
Me. I'm like, I can't. That's hard.
Well, and that's like the most wild thing about it is I never thought I'd see that room again. And now I see it from the outside where like everybody else can see it too, but like nobody knows what happened. What is so funny about this?
You're just the calmness of you going, I just see it from the outside now.
Yeah,
Like,
but that's the thing. Like I can see it from because they tore the outside wall down. So you can see it from you can see it standing in the parking lot now. But before it was like a brick wall.
Really?
Yeah, so it's like they're tearing the mall down.
I understood never mind.
I'm sorry. Do you want me to be more upset?
No,
like, what do
no.
you want me to do right now?
Nothing. I don't want you to do anything. I feel like I'm having an argument with my wife. This is just ridiculous. Women are insane. I don't.
What is insane?
What?
That's a picture of a room I was trafficked in. I never thought
Okay.
I'd see it again, and here it is.
Where is that?
I don't
What-
talk about where I was trafficked for safety reasons.
You can't. Not even a state.
No,
Coast.
east.
Okay. I was just thinking whether it was like rainy or like hot or
It has all 4 seasons.
I didn't ask any more questions. I was just trying to get the West Coast is mainly hot and stuff, and the East Coast is mainly fucking Portland. Jesus,
The East Coast is Portland, like Oregon or Maine.
There's 2 Portlands?
Yeah, in Maine and in Oregon. I'm sure there's more.
Why would you name another? And they're like on the corners too. That's odd. I just wait. No, I thought Portland was just in Oregon.
No, there's a Portland, Maine.
Why?
Because somebody went there and named it Portland. I don't know why.
I don't know. I'm confused. Anyway, so Carly Russell got fired. And I don't know. This is why you have to wait the 24 hours. You always have to wait the 24 or 48 hours before you jump onto something, because as soon as a lot of this stuff is just
well, and that's the thing, is like they got her caught because of the media attention and all the attention on social media. If they had just shut the fuck up, she would have gotten away. And I hope that she wasn't running from an abusive situation, because we see this a lot. Like when I escaped, my parents reported me missing, but the cops knew where I was, so they didn't take it seriously, and they didn't put out missing persons or Amber Alerts or anything like that. So I hope she wasn't running from an abusive situation, but if she was, she should have let the police know. And she could have called and said, hey, I don't want to be found. I'm okay. I don't want to be found. But she didn't really do that. She went home. And I heard, and I don't know if this has been confirmed.
Man, I'm like wrecking my studio trying to find this damn fucking piece. I'm trying to do it back on my phone.
Just do it on your phone.
I don't have the dongle to connect to it. It's like everything's gone missing all of a sudden. I'm like flustered. I just left you this emotional video. I'm trying to put the dongle. It's insane. It's fucking insane. And I feel like I keep doing this to you, and I don't want to keep doing this to you. And I feel really bad.
It's all right. It's okay. If you get it, just let me know. All right, pal.
I'm trying, man. If I can hop on there, I'm looking for it. I really honestly am.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, bye. All right, bye.
I heard this, and I don't know if it's been confirmed, that someone saw on the Ring camera her walking calmly, and as the closer she got to her house, she started like flailing her arms and acting all upset. I don't know if that's been confirmed or not, but it's like the second she came back, the police didn't do a damn thing, and that told you everything you needed to know, that they knew right from the start.
So you think that they've been called before?
On
like
her?
If they have so on Weekend Hangover, we discussed this documentary called The Woman Who Caught Fire, I believe it's called.
Mm-hmm.
And but basically this guy and this girl relationship for 3 months, and he set her on fire. It's insane. Okay. But basically, like, he would call the cops on her and say she was missing and say he had to go find her and stuff like that. And it was just so that way that if something happened to her, like, he could just have an alibi, like, oh, she did it. Like, I called you guys, you know. So do you think that that's probably the same thing where they already knew that they had a history of calling the cops?
I mean, I don't think so, because it seemed like there was a sense of urgency until they got the highway cam footage. And in the highway cam footage, you can see just her getting out of her car, going into her back seat, and walking down into the woods. Like, it's clear. I mean, it's not clear as day, but you can see it. There's not a single person reported a missing kid or reported seeing the kid. She was in the in the shoulder with her hazards on for 600 yards, but could see a toddler, but yet no one else could see the toddler. Like her story just wasn't adding up. And I think that's why.
She was on some good shit, huh? She was
Maybe.
on some good ass shit. She took some mushrooms and went to the clouds.
Well, I think she was trying. I mean, given what her search was, I mean, she was trying to get to Nashville. So she was trying to leave and fake her appearance. Now, I did see a screenshot. I should have saved it. I don't know if it was actually her Insta account, but allegedly she was having beef with her ex's current girlfriend, and this was supposed to get even. I don't know if that's true or not, but I do know that the boyfriend that came out and spoke out for her and was saying she fought for her life and yada 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 has deleted every picture of them together.
Oh, hold on. All right. Well, there's a TikTok here. Okay. Let's play this. Tamara Simmons, Carly's boyfriend, is filing a restraining order against Carly and her family.
When was this?
Tamara also received a text while Carly was saying, I don't know. I'll look after. While Carly was missing, saying, "Hope you enjoy finding Carly's body scattered across the road. The hotel room was reserved 4 days prior with a prepaid card under the name Chantel Bronx." Chantel Bronx.
She also tweeted 2 days before she went missing that a creepy guy was staring at her. She planned this.
Yeah.
All evidence points to that.
She wanted to have a nice little weekend getaway from her boyfriend, and and
I mean, legit, it is not that hard. Like, I had people thinking I was living in Mexico for 6 months, maybe 12 years ago. It's not that hard to hide. You just don't call people. You don't answer your phone. Get some fake accounts. This isn't needed.
But this is what happens when people don't know what they're doing. You know what I mean? It's
well,
just
her first mistake was watching Taken and not Gone Girl. She watched a movie about an abduction, not a movie about a woman who successfully faked her own abduction. That was mistake number 1. Number 2, Taken is about a foreign country and trafficking, and it's all a bunch of horseshit. But God, someone made a trailer for the movie Tooken.
Tooken?
Tooken, Tooken, and it's to make fun of her. I mean, it's hilarious, but people are mad because she went through a trauma. Bitch didn't go through no trauma except getting caught. And now she's going to go to jail. There are so many different ways to go about it. And this is why survivors and victims have so much problems with people believing our stories.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me, because people fake
You're
it
gross
all the time. I am very gross.
But that's why the whole believe all women thing is you can't believe everything. You can't believe everything one person says. That's why when we were talking last week, I'm like, you have to get to both sides. I don't care if it's Andrew Tate. I don't care if it's
okay, but Andrew Tate's different because, like I showed you, he bragged about it on his webpage. And he's bragged about it in multiple interviews.
But then again, you could brag about anything. I could brag that this is the best podcast out there in the world.
It is.
You don't do any advertising for this fucking podcast, okay? I'm the one who
I can't because most of my Twitter following is trans kids. I can't expose them to you. I told you, I will work on it, okay? I don't even advertise my own.
Trans kids. That's just not a word to say. There's no such thing as kids. You can be a boy in a dress. That's fine. Trans kids, no.
This is why I don't advertise on Twitter.
You're just unbelievable. Kellie then ordered food to the hotel that night under the same name, Chantel Bronx. Later, Carly ordered Slim Jims, Dr. Pepper, and a nail kit to the room via Instacart using the same prepaid card. That is the grossest shit ever. And I'm talking about the one she left in the fucking toilet. Dr. Pepper and Slim Jims? And a nail kit. A nail kit. The IP address from the burner phone used to order the Instacart was like, dude, you went through the whole thing to buy a burner phone.
People don't get it. Like, I could easily fake my own kidnapping right now. Number one, don't use Google. Use a Tor browser with a VPN. Same way to access the dark web. And you're completely anonymous. Don't go to a local hotel. Go 2 towns over, 3 towns over. I once drove 2 hours away. I wasn't faking a kidnapping. I was just trying to get out of Dodge because a lot of my son almost got kidnapped. But it's people just don't get it. If you want a break, take a break. And you can do all of this. But let the police know where you are. Call them and say, listen, I'm struggling with an abusive ex or life, and I'm going off the grid. If anyone calls, don't look for me. I am fine. That's all she had to do. I've done it thousands of times. I mean, I wasn't needing to go off the grid because I needed a break in life, but things were getting pretty hard with my traffickers coming after me. And I called the cops and I'm like, listen, I'm scared. I'm going to be at this hotel. If someone calls and reports me missing, don't come find me. Here is my contact info and where I'm going to be. It's not that hard. They don't care. Fuck, I got cop cars sitting outside right now still because I got doxxed and bullied and a whole bunch of other shit.
When?
A few weeks, couple of months ago.
That same one?
From that incident. Yeah, it's a small town. Cops
You want to play it again? You want to play it again?
What, the song?
Try that shit in a small town. Sent a message to Tamir. The Russell's lawyer known an arrest warrant is coming and wants to use a psych delay.
Yeah, they're going to play that she was crazy.
However, he can't use that unless Carly agrees to a 72-hour psych evaluation, but it currently won't. Only time will tell where the next twist and turn will lead us in this story. Like, I guess, man. I mean,
I think she didn't think there was going to be as much attention as it got.
Yeah, and then her parents went and opened their stupid mouths about...
What she should have done, instead of going home, is called the police and said, I left of my own free will. I'm fine. I don't want to be found. But leaving your car on the side, lying about a toddler, which right away the cops were never looking for a toddler. And that told me that they know it's bullshit. No immediate press conference. I mean, there's so many sides that they knew what was going on. And then people think those red lights is someone backing up. Like, do you not know what a fucking reflection is?
No, I thought the same thing when I just saw it for the first time. I'm like, why is there another car backing up?
It's going at the same pace.
Yeah, well, now
but it's
I see
like,
it.
That's
but look how far she had to go. She saw a child that far away.
On this camera. Yeah. Did you hear the 911 call?
No. Is it?
And the cops were there within 5 minutes. Let me see if I can find it.
I just don't understand. I don't know. I just don't understand people who.
What? I'm not looking. What are you laughing at? Oh yeah, God, they've been fucking hysterical.
Hey baby, hey baby. I mean,
hold on.
I don't understand how people get away with this stuff. Like,
That's the
hold
thing.
on.
They don't.
Or how they think they could just get away with this stuff in the times we live in now. We're in like a police state where you can see everything. Like,
Is that too loud?
No, you can barely hear it, but we're watching the Atlanta Falcons.
Hi, I am on Interstate 459, and there's just a kid just walking by themselves. Oh, hold on. Where on 459 are you? I'm right next to the exit 10 by the cover bed, like to get off by the med. Okay, so you're before that exit? Yes. Okay, and were you headed southbound or northbound? Okay, towards Tuscaloosa or towards 280? Towards Tuscaloosa. Okay, and was the child on the left or right side? On the right side. Were they walking northbound or southbound? They're walking towards Tuscaloosa. Walking southbound? Or how old do they look? Like a toddler, like maybe like 3 or 4. Did you pull over with them? Are you still with them? Yes. Okay, are you with the child right now? No, I'm not. I didn't get out of the car. I can see them though. Do you mind staying and keeping an eye on them until we get there? Yeah, sure, yeah. Okay, what kind of car are you in? I'm in a red Mercedes-Benz. Is it a sedan or SUV? SUV. I mean, it's a sedan. Sorry. Can you put your hazards on for me? Yeah, they're on. Okay. Did you talk to the child at all, or did you say anything to them? No. Okay. No. Do they look like they're injured? No, they don't. Are they white, black, Hispanic, or Asian? They're white. Okay. Is it male or female? I think it's a boy, a little boy. Right now? Okay. So is he
See,
wearing
two
clothes?
genders.
Yes. Okay. What is he wearing? It's a white t-shirt, and it doesn't look like he has any pants on. It looks like a diaper. And you don't see any cars anywhere? No, no cars anywhere. Okay. All right. What's your name? My name is Carly Russell. And you don't see any injuries on the child from where you're at, correct? No, but I can't really see them that good. Okay, try to keep an eye on them for the best that you can, because I don't want you to lose track of them. Okay. All right, and do they have shoes on? No. Not that I can see. I can't really see that. Look. Okay. All right, I've got them on the way, okay? Just try to keep an eye on them, but officers are on the way, okay? Okay, thanks.
Just look at the officers' faces.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like that one guy with the mustache wants to just yell, "Harumph! Harumph! I got diabetes! I got diabetes!" Hey, look. I think they found the baby.
I saw that one too.
Fucking lie!
Oh God! Someone put a picture of the brothers from the Jussie Smollett case and said, "I found Carly Russell's kidnappers."
Dude, people are just way too insane, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I say this all the time. The problem with people is people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they think a lot of people are just self-important. And they just want attention, you know? And I don't know.
Well, even the CEO of Polaris Project, which runs the human trafficking hotline, had to come out and make a statement that this is not a trafficking tactic, because that's what everyone was saying, that this was traffickers. And then she goes on telling a story about being held in a tractor trailer and tries to make it look like she was going to be trafficked and was taken by traffickers. That's why people aren't believed. Like, I legit have people tell me all the time they don't believe me. I'm like, Okay. What am I supposed to cry? I don't care. I don't know you.
I just, but that, like I said, just people, the like when you use the term, like nowadays everybody's a bigot, a racist. Like you have a thought. Like I don't know. Did you watch the RFK thing on when he went in front of the committee?
I tried,
censorship.
but the only I couldn't understand him over his smoker's breath.
It's not. We were talking about it on the show the other day, and it's something with his like throat or something like that. I don't know. I said it was throat cancer, and then I was corrected. But yeah, they try to censor him.
Was it a sunroof in his head?
No, that was his uncle. But they literally tried to censor him while he was trying to talk about being censored.
Mm-hmm.
It was the dumbest fucking thing ever. Like they're
I
just
saw the Debbie Schultz part.
Debbie Wasserman Schultz.
Yeah,
That
part
lady.
I saw.
That lady
She's such
is
a cunt.
she's an asshole. She's just an asshole. Here, I'll play it really quickly because I wanted to talk about this because I just saw something today that like is another thing that's just scary as shit. They want to tell you, they want propaganda. They want to just tell you what they want to tell you, and that's it.
That's like I was saying to Chris when they fought the ruling that they can't have communication with the social media. Like you just take the loss. You don't fight that because then it's proven that you just want to spread propaganda.
Yeah.
Like just take the fucking loss, deal with it, and find another way. But
you still you still have people fighting the fact and then going, the government's good for us. Like, no. Oh, that bitch, I can't stand her. Has anyone asked her about the... Oh, yeah, you asked about the Awan brothers or why she was booted for the DNC chair?
No, why would anyone ask her that?
Point of order pursuant to House Rule 11, Clause 2, which Mr. Kennedy is violative of.
I hate her
that we
voice.
move into executive session because Mr. Kennedy is repeating.
I hate her fucking bald spot. Look at that thing. Right in the fucking
It's gray
top of her-
hair.
It's not gray hair. That's a fucking bald spot.
It's gray hair coming in.
I've never seen gray hair look like that.
It's not a clear video.
Repeatedly made despicable anti-Semitic and anti-Asian comments as recently as last week. Rule 11, Clause 2 says, whenever it is asserted by a member of the committee that the evidence or
Blow your fucking nose, lady. Jesus. It's either that or the cocaine she's done.
That
I
is
guarantee
not what
she's
I
from
thought you were gonna
Florida.
say.
She's from Florida, and I guarantee you she's done a ton of cocaine.
testimony at
Allegedly.
a hearing may tend to defame, degrade, or incriminate any person, or it is asserted by a witness that the evidence or testimony that the witness would give at a hearing may tend to defame, degrade,
What's up with the dude
or
in the
incriminate
back?
the witness, and it goes.
Oh, I love those guys. Those
They're
are my
not
favorite people.
blinking.
I watch them all the time. She's wearing a fucking mask still. This lady's wearing a mask.
But look at this
With-
dude on the left. He's not blinking. He has
Him?
blinked in 30 seconds. Yeah.
I think he's Asian. That's just racist. Why would you
He
can't see his
doesn't even look Asian.
Goes on. Mr. Kennedy, among many
He's not
other things,
blinking.
has
No.
said, I know a lot now about bioweapons. We put out hundreds of millions of dollars
Why isn't he
into ethnically
blinking?
targeted microbes. The
He
Chinese
moves.
have done the same thing. In fact, COVID-19, there is an argument that it
His
is
eyes are just
ethnically
moving.
targeted. COVID-19 attacks
Nope,
certain
there was
races
one.
disproportionately. The races that are most immune to COVID-19 are...
A lady making a motion or a speech?
I've made a motion to move into executive session because Mr. Kennedy's testimony...
Mr. Chairman, I
and
move
his
to table the
previous
motion.
statements-
The gentleman from Kentucky has moved to table.
Mr.
is on
Mr.
the-
Chairman, I ask
question
for a roll call vote on the motion to table.
Well, let me ask the question. The question is on the motion to table. The gentlelady has asked for a roll call vote. The clerk will have to step back for a second. The clerk will have to come in. We'll call the roll on the motion to table, and then we can get back.
So they just decided to censor him because they didn't like the things that he said. But let's go to that wonderful.
Well, that's also what's happening at the school board meetings. They're not letting the parents show the curriculum because it's too graphic.
Yeah,
It's
just
the
like
fucking curriculum that the
Just
kids
like-
are learning. It's too
Just
graphic
like Marjorie
for...
Taylor Greene showing fucking Hunter Biden's pictures.
See, now I strongly disagree with that.
Why?
Because those are victims, and they should not be flaunted.
Which
to prove
ones?
The women were victims.
Which ones?
All of them.
With Hunter Biden?
They were trafficking victims.
Oh, so you're saying that the Bidens trafficked women?
No.
What?
Okay. So when the whole thing first came out with Burisma, the laptop and all that, like, and this is years ago, he was making payments to a group of people that were human traffickers. So all those women, children, or whatever are trafficking victims.
Oh.
So I don't agree with Marjorie Taylor Greene putting pictures of victims up there. Even if some of it was censored, censor the whole woman out.
What the woman wasn't censored? I saw a bunch of black. So I don't know.
She basically censored the tits and ass and vagina.
Yeah. But look at this fucking Vembot right here. I don't like her. I don't.
Looks like Ann Coulter.
She looks like Ann Coulter, but like if she was shrunk.
Ann Coulter's not that big.
I thought she was like 6'4".
Okay, you mean tall.
Yeah. Well, she's still got.
I thought you meant the structure of her face.
Ann Coulter still has a big head. It looks like she's got Ann Coulter's head on a small body.
Anyway.
Anti-Semitism, racism. These are the most appalling, disgusting pejoratives, and they're applied to me to silence me. In my entire life, I have never uttered a phrase that was either racist or anti-Semitic. They're misrepresentations of them. I didn't say those things.
So you just heard it. Defamation, distortions, misrepresentations, reading between the lines, a citing motive, guilt by association. That is how RFK Jr. offers an
When did he
answer for
say
every
any of that shit?
accusation. But believe
They cut it out. They cut, because all those, I love how they clip it.
Mm-hmm.
I love how they clip it. And then when they go to what he said, they play the whole thing.
him that he's just a contrarian, that he never spread hate, requires ignoring his own words.
COVID-19, there's no argument that it is ethnically targeted. COVID-19 is targeted to attack Caucasians and black people. The people who are most immune are Ashkenazi Jews and Chinese.
That kind of denial and deflection showing up over and over in this hearing. Listen to
What denial? He just said the most people are white and black people, and the people who least likely get it are Ashkenazi Jews and Chinese.
If we look at that word, but you don't know, how can you say that but don't know the difference between there, we're?
You mean what? Ashkenazi Jew?
Yeah, I can't say it. I call it Oshkowitz.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
See, Mama J is the best.
Well, and that's the
I'd say
thing.
there's an argument.
They do it all the time. They cut it to make it sound the way that they want it to.
Yeah.
Every time.
I'm gonna get this on my face. You watch. I'm just gonna fucking spill.
Is that tea?
Monster.
Why do you have a monster in like?
Because I have a co-host that's one.
Mr. Kennedy say something that he never said.
No wonder I paid too.
Mr. Kennedy, do you think it was easy for Jewish people to escape systematic slaughter of Nazis? Yes or no?
Absolutely.
I fucking hate that, by the way. I hate that. Yes or no? Well, it's not. Hey, do you think Hitler was a good guy? Do you think Hitler was good at engineering and was a good guy? Yes or no? What? What? What now?
Nothing. Go ahead, play.
Reach the screen, fucking.
Absolutely not.
Do you think it was just as hard to wear a mask during COVID as it was to hide under floorboards or false walls so you weren't murdered or dragged to a concentration camp?
Of course not. That's
Okay,
ridiculous.
But that's a comparison that you made.
I did
That's not-
make
The
that
measures
comparison.
taken.
Except he did.
Even in Hitler's Germany, you could cross the Alps into Switzerland. You can hide in an attic like Anne Frank did. Today, the mechanisms are being put in place that will make it so none of us can run and none of us can hide.
He's not
Which
lying.
is true. Which
It
is
is.
true. You weren't even allowed to leave your house. Look at all
Well-
the videos of people. Well, not really. Look at all the or you couldn't have people in your house that weren't your immediate family. Look at all the
Not
videos
here,
of people.
but in some
No.
places, yeah.
They did it in New York. They did it in New
No,
York.
I
and
mean not
California.
where I lived, but in some
Oh.
places.
Yeah. Yeah, no. In New York and
Yeah, if you
California.
came here during COVID, you would have had no idea. There was
Yeah.
very few people wearing masks.
Yeah. But where I was in Jersey, it was, people would fight you if you were.
Well, the thing that, and it's going to sound fucked up, the thing that pissed me off the most about COVID was all the fucking woke ass college kids here didn't go home. They stayed because they didn't want to go to the restrictions at their home.
The same thing for Florida. The old people were
Mm-hmm.
staying in Florida because they were afraid
snowbirds.
they were afraid to come back to Jersey because
But
of
it's like now the college kids are like, oh, we're just not going to go home and we're just going to stay here and annoy everyone else.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
And it was weird because here, like, nobody really cared if you wore a mask. The only places that really cared were hospitals or doctors' offices, which is understandable. You've got sick people that come in. My doctors specifically were amazing. I had my own special room and I would go in a back door because I couldn't wear a mask. But the mayor harassed like a billiards. Like it's like they have pool tables, bowling and stuff. Harass the fuck out of that place because they would not put up a sign that you have to wear a mask and they weren't enforcing it.
because once again, it comes down to the almighty fucking dollar.
Mhm.
Because you were not going to get the federal funding that was set aside for you if you did not do what daddy government
Yeah,
asked
but
you to
see,
do.
that's the thing. They didn't care. They didn't want that money. They just wanted to run their business the way that they did. And she kept sending the cops out.
Yeah. Well, there was a guy in Jersey too, a fitness club
Mhm.
was also doing the same thing. Yo, so what was bad? What was really the thing that was the scariest thing about that was the guy had raised over $200,000 to pay his bills from GoFundMe's, and they took it.
Mhm.
The government seized that money, so he
Yep.
couldn't pay. But this is what I'm talking like. This is what what we talk about all the time, that the government is just going to do what they want. And with this Fed now and this CBDC shit, if they don't like you, they will take your money. Look at all these people, and it doesn't matter who you are. I mean, what is JC Morgan? What was that? JP Morgan? Yeah, they got rid of Kanye. They're just like, hey, we don't align with, you don't align with us, so we're just going to get rid of you.
Well,
he
and
had
here's the funny part about that. Everyone will sit there and say, okay, it's a private business. They can do what they want, but you cannot discriminate against LGBT. Then it doesn't matter if you're private or not.
Yeah.
Like they're bitching. So they did a school scholarship opportunity act. So if you donate to an organization that gives out scholarships to private schools, not just Catholic schools or religious schools, but Montessori charter schools, then you get back every dollar in your tax return. People are fighting that. They don't want it because they don't want kids to go to private school because the government doesn't control them.
Yeah.
So they're sitting here pushing that this is a problem. It's not. You want your kid to go to private school. I went to private school and I had to transfer in my senior year to a public school. They hadn't even touched stuff that I learned in my freshman year or that I even learned in the 8th grade, and I was a senior.
Is it true you have to pay the taxes at the private school too? Like you have to pay the taxes for the public school and you have to pay the taxes for the private school?
I don't know because
I
I
thought-
didn't pay for it, but I know we're paying taxes for the public school here, and Owen is homeschooled.
Isn't that something, man?
Mhm.
Isn't that something? They'll just take. They don't care. They'll just take your money and they won't even.
Well,
they
you
won't
want to
even-
know how fucking stupid the people are here? They're mad because their home values are going up. Like they have a website.
What?
They have a website with petitions
Oh, well,
to-
you know why?
because of the property taxes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh God, excuse me. God, why I have such heartburn today? But yeah, so what happened was not the current commie mayor, but the one before her had tried and worked with our legislators to raise the property taxes for some reason. I don't remember. It was like right when I was moving here. And it failed. And then all of a sudden the property taxes started raising. Well, the mayor, the governor, or our legislators, they raised the prices, this is in air quotes, of the homes because they wanted to get that tax raise that failed. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't think quite understand how your property value works. They don't control it.
It's
I'm like,
just-
the easiest way to get away with it is stop buying fucking houses. Don't pay the higher prices for the house. We looked at a house right before we moved in here. It was $156,000. It is valued over almost like $376,000. So in like 4 years, it went up like 200,000 almost.
I saw a TikTok of a guy. He showed a house that was $206,000 in New York, not like in the city, like in one of the outside
Was
boroughs.
it a kid's playhouse? Like the ones you put in the backyard?
No.
Same size though, right?
It was basically, and it was like in one of like Westchester or something like that, and
Westchester's expensive.
yeah, it was like a 2-bedroom house. They bought it, fixed it up, made it a little. I mean, they made it 2 stories. I think it was like it turned into a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom. You want to guess how much that they wanted for this $206,000 house?
$3 million.
About half of that, $1.2 million they wanted for this house. And it was there was no property. The house basically took up the entire property.
Mm-hmm.
It's just.
Well, do you remember that show Extreme Home Makeover?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever hear about how fucked the people whose houses got made
Yeah.
over are?
Yep.
Because their taxes went up. And it wasn't just theirs, it was everyone in their neighborhoods. Because we bought a house when Mitch was in the military at $118,000 in November 2012 when we closed. In 2014, when he processed out, we tried to sell it. It was valued at $56,000 because everybody was doing short sales and foreclosing. So our property value plummeted because they could have gone to a house that was in foreclosure or doing a short sale like 2 doors down and get the same house. That house right now is worth $300,000. My apartment is bigger than that. Like the apartment I have right now. But people, it's like, just stop buying the houses. Rent. I know rents is ridiculous, but if you stop buying, the property values will be forced to come down.
They're not though. That's not. No, it won't. It won't, because they'll just keep building rentals. But that's what they want. That's what the government wants. They want you to own nothing and be happy. They want you to own nothing. They want to own it all and just raise the taxes, because they can still raise taxes on you. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
They can raise taxes on the landlord, and the landlord just, and then it becomes this
God, my
like,
rent
well,
just went up $100 a month. I'm so annoyed.
yeah.
It was like went up 10% almost.
It's
Well, and it was, you could tell how stupid people are when they were complaining about the death tax, like the estate tax, when Trump got rid of it briefly. And it's like, okay, the person that made that estate paid taxes on it. You're going to then pay taxes on taxed money. Then you're going to buy something and pay taxes on the thing you buy with double taxed money. So there's like 4 sets of taxes coming out of that money.
Yeah.
Like my friend's mom is, I won't get into the whole backstory. She's leaving me a roll of toilet paper in her will, a roll of Angel Soft, and $10 to cover the death tax. I'm like, I just need $10 to cover the death tax on my roll of toilet paper.
Yeah. I've been saying this forever. We are taxed out of our ass. Like
and it's like great because we fought a war, so we
3%.
didn't have representation or taxation without representation, and now our taxes are through the fucking roof, and people keep voting for it. Like in Seattle, when I lived there, right before I moved, a bottle of $1 2-liter of soda was $4. $3 of it was taxes, with sales tax on top of a sin tax, a sugar tax, some other tax, like all this shit. And it's just like, why do people want to fucking live that way? And then they complain and they want to move. So they move from a blue state with very high taxes to a red state and then vote in the same fucking policies. Did you hear about the guy in Nevada? He had a license plate that it didn't say it exactly, but basically it said, go back to California. So many people complained the DMV took or revoked the plates and made him get different ones because people were complaining about it.
And I guarantee you he had to pay for new plates.
Mm-hmm.
They do that. They do that here, man. It's kind of both. So the DMV here, they don't call it DMV. They call it Department of Treasury or something like that.
Yeah, that's what we got here.
What they'll do is they'll take your picture, mail you your license, right? Now,
I still have Mitch's temporary license.
Here's where both parties are kind of fucked up. Is because what'll happen is they'll send you your license, but if you don't live there, your license goes back. And then you have to go and buy a new one, right? So what happens is half the people will put their like mother's address or somebody else's address or their old address, and then they'll move. And then they'll want the license at their old address, and then they'll go, well, how come I didn't get my license? Well, you don't live there. Well, and it's insane, man. And then they get mad. But like, why can't you just give them their license right then and there? And it's like, both of them are just are screwy because people don't live there, and then they go, and it's just funny, man. We are just so not represented. It's not even fun, and people forget this is our money. We don't. The government itself doesn't make anything. We are the people who make the stuff, and then we give the government money. Like, I don't understand. Like, this is what I was saying. I've said this for a long time. You work, you get taxed. You go out, you get taxed. You go and buy a house, you get taxed. You sell the house, you get taxed. You buy a stock, you get taxed when you sell the stock. If you've made money, if you lost money, the government goes, we'll throw you some change.
Well, that's back. The same thing. Even on the Price is Right. Most of the people that won the grand prize never got it because they couldn't afford the taxes on it.
Because you have to pay the taxes. Like, it's insane. And then what they'll do is recently the Republicans are like, all right, let's just pay a flat tax. Whatever you buy, you got to pay a tax on it. That's it. No property taxes, no nothing. And the Democrats went nuts. Oh, this barbaric! Like, no. If you want a $400 or a $1,000 scooter and it's 20%, okay, you're gonna pay 20%. If you want the scooter, you pay it. If you don't, you don't. Like, and that's it. That's all you pay. You don't have to pay. Federal tax is just it's just stealing money. Federal taxes are just stealing money because what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to pay the state and the state pays the federal government. And when disaster happens or anything happens, the state is supposed to take care of you, not the federal government. The federal government's supposed to take care of the state whenever the state has issues, but the state themselves are supposed to take care of the people in their state. So everybody's always like bitching and moaning that the federal government is not doing anything about these certain things. It's like, go to the state. Your state is the one that's supposed to take care of you. And you notice who takes the biggest chunk out of your paycheck? And then when you go to ask for it back, they go, you do the math.
I get mine taken for like we just had our tax return taken for a credit card that I had while Mitch was in the military. It was a military gift card. So I mean, or credit card. So it was federal, but it's just like, dude, that was like 2014. It was like almost 10 years ago.
I still haven't gotten my taxes back from 2021.
Oh, we never get ours. We get our income, our state income tax back like within a couple weeks.
Still haven't gotten mine back from 2021. Like it's like
the Treasury didn't send you a letter.
They haven't sent me shit. Did
you go to where's my refund on the IRS website?
Yeah, and you know what it says? Still being processed.
Call them.
I did. You know what they said? Call back in 12 months.
IRS is a hot mess.
Yeah, but I mean,
dude, I'm still waiting for my 501c3 status. It's 6 months.
It's insane, and we keep paying these fucking people. You know who didn't take a pay cut during fucking COVID? Those jerk offs. You know who got a tax? Who got a raise during COVID? Those fucking jerk offs. And it's like, and I don't understand.
I can't even tell you. Like, we had gas stations go out of business here. Like gas stations.
Yeah, you know who didn't go out of business? Fucking Amazon, fucking Walmart. Fucking
dude, Amazon. So there's this one game that Owen played. It was on Roblox.
Make a new mommy?
Yeah, that one, but no. Build a boat for treasure. And they had like one special thing that you could buy that had this special encode thing. So I bought it on Amazon during COVID. And it was like $40, totally worth it for what he got with his special code. And it was like 3-4 months I had to wait for shipping. So I messaged the
seller.
Yeah, the seller, and I was just like, you know, do you sell on eBay or anywhere else that I can buy this? Because like I just feel bad that you're not getting any money. And he's like, no, I only sell here, and I'm really sorry for the wait, but I was told by Amazon that I'm not allowed to mail this out. I'm like, see, and Amazon is telling me you're out of stock. Like Amazon was telling the sellers the things that they were allowed to ship and the things that they weren't allowed to ship.
And then they were most of that shit was Amazon stuff that they stole from other people.
Probably, but
because they do that. If you look at the thing, you look at the Amazon pics, a lot of it is their own stuff that they've taken the design from other people and are now making it themselves. Listen, we're not going into a good place. I mean, like I said, today 40 senators introduced a bill that if you want to do anything on the internet, you have to put in your license and your information. And
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, it was just a bill that was introduced. Let me see if I could bring it up. But yeah, it was a bill that was introduced, and so
like now, social media and stuff like that.
Yeah, you have to put in your credit card information.
Why?
So what ends up happening now is now they have your information. So if you buy something and they don't like what you buy, they know where you live. Or if you do something online, they know where you live. They know
which is why Wayfair never made sense.
You don't make sense.
Wayfair, you put your credit card info to purchase something illegally. Come on now.
right. It's my favorite ginger.
To make sure that you have to upload. 40 senators have sponsored a bill to make sure that you have to upload your driver's license before you can use your First Amendment on the internet. That's what they want. That's what this bill is. This bill is designed to make sure that they have your home address before you can actually post about anything on the internet. The bill is Senate Bill 1409. 40 senators have sponsored it, Republicans and Democrats. This isn't a left or right issue. This is a speech issue. And they call the bill the Kids Online Safety Act, or KOSA for short. But in reality, this is some garbage to make sure that they know where you live when you post. This bill, they claim, is to protect kids from restricted material on the internet. But what it's going to do is it's going to restrict the internet for everybody and then make you prove you're over 18 before you can look about anything. So maybe there's some history of America that is a little bit dicey, right? Maybe you want to learn a little bit more about the Second Amendment. Maybe there's some controversial stuff out there. Well, this bill allows every attorney general in every state of the union to make sure that they can sue internet companies like TikTok, like Facebook, like Twitter, that they can sue them if they aren't making sure that everyone who looks at controversial topics are over 18. So all these companies are going to have to keep a database of all their users to prove that everyone looking at these controversial topics are over 18. So how are they going to do that? They're going to collect your driver's license. The bill doesn't tell them, but the bill does make it very clear that all of these companies are going to have to prove that their users are over 18. The only way to do that is to have you upload information that proves that you're an adult before you're allowed to touch the rest of the web.
What bill did he say it
So
was?
if you want
to 1409.
1409.
Okay, so I know I agree with part of it because Pornhub is not doing age verification. Can you see it? Did I share it right?
Yeah.
Well, let's see who's co-sponsoring that.
Wait, who put it? Who wrote the bill?
Blumenthal.
Of course it was. That fucking creep. Dude, can I tell you how creepy that guy is? Bill Blumenthal is probably one of the creepiest senators there is out there. His fingers, his nails don't look real. Like he does, he's so gross, and he looks like he touches children. That's what he looks like.
How many pages is this? Okay. I mean, I agree with it to
listen, if you do it, what should happen is you should have to put a credit card in, even if it's free.
It doesn't say credit card, does it?
No, it doesn't. But you're saying that you agree with it. But I say if you put a credit card in, even for the free stuff, like they do with Apple. Apple does that, where you have to have a credit card on file to download something, even if it's free.
Yeah.
But they do this under the guise of the children. We're doing this for the children, and it's not for the fucking children. It's so they have your information when you're looking up certain things.
Okay, but do you know about the active lawsuits against Roblox, Discord, Pornhub, and a bunch of other ones?
For what? Child porn?
For kids that are going on to these websites. And I mean, come on, like open up right now any vape store and try to order
Once again, this is not the government's job to watch your children.
No,
it is your job to watch your own.
Pornhub is allowing their users to upload videos of children.
Okay,
they are not
That's the problem.
They are not age verifying that these are the people in the video are consenting adults.
That's okay. So that's the problem. The problem isn't people putting their information in to look at these sites or anything like that.
The Supreme Court would have taken up the cases and ruled to amend the Section 230 law where people were actually going to be allowed to sue these places, then they wouldn't need this.
Listen, I get it. I just don't want the government more in my fucking ass. I don't
want them more in my ass either. But on certain websites, yes, you should have to upload an ID. You should.
That's fine. No, I don't consent. Just like the Second Amendment. Well, you shouldn't be able to own anything. Yes, you should.
Okay,
it doesn't say you can own.
Child pornography is not covered by the
that.
First Amendment,
I
and
understand
that is all that Pornhub is. Pornhub is almost all of the videos on Pornhub are non-consensual, and the majority of them are minors.
How do you know?
Because I follow Exodus Cry, which is an organization trying to have Pornhub taken down, and I've been actively working to have Pornhub taken down.
So
I've actively worked to have Backpage taken down.
Okay, so what are these websites? I don't know what these websites are.
You don't know what Pornhub is?
Nope, not at all.
Okay, so Pornhub.
No.
I know. I was gonna try to save you from your wife. She might be watching.
She doesn't watch. Anyway, but yeah, there's just I get it and I understand where you're coming from. I don't want the fucking government, and this is where like there has to be some kind of different kind of mechanism for this. Like there has to be a different way. But loading up your personal information, I mean, I like I said, loading your personal information onto the web for this stuff. I mean, it's a kind of a catch-22 because you have to put this stuff in to order stuff, you know. But I don't know, man. If they want to come get you for free speech, and I mean, it's just a bad place to allow them, like a gun registry. Like, okay,
yeah, it is, and it is a slippery slope. But at the end of the day,
that's racist. They're Chinese people.
What?
Huh?
Slippery slope, like a mountain, you dumbass.
Oh, I thought you were being derogatory towards Chinese people.
How is that derogatory towards?
I thought you were talking about a slippery Chinese person. Slippery slope.
I
think I should just live by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm just gonna go and live in somebody's basement.
I agree.
Do you have the number? Do you have the number of those traffickers? They can just take me. They can just take me. At least I'll feel loved in a way. I'll feel something.
Yeah, I felt very loved while I was being trafficked.
Listen,
you are such a jackass. And you wonder why I don't advertise on my website.
What? I didn't say put our show on your website, on your nonprofit. I just said, hey, every once in a while, just like, hey, you know, or hey, this person's gonna be on our show, or hey, if you're easily offended, don't watch our show. But I have another show where I get very loosey goosey. And I don't talk many trafficky stuff, like good ways. I don't know.
Because I can't, because you make inappropriate comments. Like last week when I said that some of my listeners are still victims and you said let them out of the basement. You're horrible.
I did. Oh man.
I'll have to read the bill. I'll read it.
All right.
But that's the thing is though, I mean, TikTok started off as music.li, like Musical.ly, and it was for kids, only used by kids to sing. Obviously, there were predators that made their way onto the app. And then COVID, it turned over to TikTok. And then COVID hit and adults took over a kid's app. And then now I've legit, like, I've seen people yelling at kids in response videos.
Oh yeah.
And,
No,
and their excuse is, if you don't want to get yelled at, don't comment. And I remember on my original account.
Some of these little fucking shitheads are little shitheads too.
You
okay?
shouldn't be yelling at a child on the internet.
Listen, some of these little shitheads,
Okay,
these
but
little
look at it this way.
14 and 15-year-olds are sitting there in people's comment sections going, it's just a fetus. You can kill a fetus. Oh, you just don't want to.
Okay, but
these little shitheads.
Look at it from the flip side. So you have these kids that are getting screamed at by grown-ass adults, and then you have predators that are going to be nice to them. You don't see the problem?
Some kids just need to be beat by other people.
No child needs to be beat.
Some kids just need to take a wallop every once in a while. Just one. I didn't say every day. I said once in a while, a kid just needs to be right upside the head.
Most days, Davey needs to be.
I don't think most days. I think fucking every day.
Very true. Very true.
Until some kind of common sense is knocked into him, because that motherfucker's dumb.
He
doesn't listen.
I was sitting here. I'm like, this motherfucker got me caught up in girl drama. I'm gonna kick his ass.
I didn't get you caught up in shit. You know I'm stupid, so I'm gonna say stupid things. I'm a half a mouth breather. Okay, I played football since I was 5. I've played football since I was 5, so I've gotten my head knocked in a lot. From 5 to 18. So, but anyway, I have a headache, and I'm done. So,
I'm not.
Thank you. Thank you
I like
for
how
joining.
you get to control everything. You just play the outro music, and I'm like, just got to deal with it.
You have your own fucking show that you can do. You know that, right? You have a show with 90,000 people that you can talk to that you just decide that you don't want to do at all. Sometimes you're like, yeah, I haven't posted anything in a month.
It's hard to talk about trafficking 24/7.
Yeah, and that's why we do this on Fridays.
Unless you ditch me.
Fuck you. You've ditched me a couple times in the beginning. So
One time.
Yo, did you just hear that? It went one time. It cut out.
I caught my wire. That wasn't my fault. It was Mitch's fault.
Anyway, we can continue. I mean, the first 15 minutes is just hogpodge. Anyway.
Are we going to have Spiky back on?
I'm hoping. I mean, I don't know. He's all flushed. I think that the moon and the stars and everything is just so aligned that everybody's shit is fucked. I think so.
Mercury in retrograde.
I think Mercury has been shoved up retrograde's ass lately because it's been fucking hell for a lot of people. But I digress. You know, is what it is. Kel, where can everybody find you?
The Unbroken Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Also the Unbroken Podcast on all major podcast platforms, Spotify, Amazon Music, Google,
Don't sound too
Apple.
enthused.
Huh?
Don't sound too enthused about your own fucking podcast.
Ugh, I am fucking exhausted. I didn't go to sleep till like 8 this morning. But all major podcast platforms. And you also can support my nonprofit, the After the Last Sale Foundation, at afterthelastSaleFoundation.com.
Nice. And you can find me on Twitter at MW Troublemaker. And there's an Insta bio in there where you can find everything. But I have changed my name to Troublemaker Davey on everything. So just put in Troublemaker Davey and you can find me. Not that anybody wants to find me, except for bot accounts that are, got 3 posts and it's just like half naked. It's just like, hey, you want to talk? No, I don't want to talk. I don't even want to talk to myself. Anyway, now that that's out of the way, yeah, you can also find me at the Business Party Podcast on Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Central, 8 Eastern, with my co-hosts Jackie and Biz, where we talk politics with dick jokes. It's a little more highbrow than this. They don't get my jokes. No, I'm just kidding.
No, they don't. That one,
They do.
dying.
We're all. I know, but we're all trying to look up stuff at the same time and do everything. So sometimes, like I say it all the time, I say I have to listen to the show because I miss so many things in the show. Because they both just throw shit in there, and I don't listen either. So yeah, we all don't listen to each other. We're trying to find shit.
I'm like, they'll never understand him the way I do.
Listen, don't try to put a wedge. That's my fucking flagship there, lady. That's
Or at least I always laugh at your jokes.
yeah, well. Did the music just end? I guess it did. It just told us to shut the fuck up. Anyway, thanks for joining. Don't forget to subscribe. Oh, I'm sorry. I also forgot. Me and Jackie are on the Weekend Hangover this Sunday, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. Started again. 8 Eastern, where this Sunday we will be talking about Jared from Subway. We will, and in the following weeks, we will start talking about Below Deck, and we will be talking about Vanderpump Rules, which are two amazing shows. We love trash TV. And then you can find us here next Friday at 8 o'clock. Hopefully, maybe we'll get Spike this time. I'll start telling him tomorrow, so that way he's set up for next Friday. But thank you all for coming in. And